Today, I'm here for a very special episode where I determine just exactly how well using the Appendix A of the AD&D rules as written, will work. Now, I've already generated my character. I'm just going to briefly scroll down here. So he's a wee little mage with nary 2 gold to his name and a couple mercenaries and a link boy. Now, I spent a little bit of time reading over the rules for combat and what have you, but I'm pretty much going to be learning as I go. And I'm going to be doing my mapping using the Foundry software. Now, first of all, Gary recommends going from the very exact middle of the map, around hereabouts, and either using one of these random starting areas or the rule is to always start with a room. Let's have a look at the tables first. So we have a periodic check with the d20. It seems like a lot of these are going to be d20 checks. Let's see, various kinds of doors. Oh, it's space beyond the door and location of the door. Various kinds of side passages. Passage by width, good, okay. Special passage. Oh, like a chasm, okay. Turns. I guess it's turns like in the hallways. This definitely looks different. I've looked at a chart of AD&D stuff, so it already looks like this is completely different. Chambers and room sizes, okay. So I think we'll go directly to table 5 to make a room at first. All right, let's see if we're missing anything though. Unusual size, number of exits, exit location, okay. Yeah, and this is what we're after right here, the treasure chart. Honestly, if I don't hit it pretty soon, my magic is completely screwed because of how broke he is. I need to get like 250 gold pieces. Actually, would be just about right to be able to survive and afford another delve. Man, you got stairs that go down 3 levels. So supposedly, I've seen like maps on the internet, and apparently these generation rules create a lot more windy, kind of chaotic looking dungeons. And that's exactly what I'm looking for here. Gas sub table. Oh shit. Mammoth cavern. That's cool. Okay, and it's interesting how you have caves and caverns kind of in lakes and crazy stuff like that. Completely nested inside here. I love that. And you have magic pools. Man, he really thought of basically everything. And okay, that's a lot more tables than I expected. But we'll see just exactly how often we're going to be rolling here. Let's determine the starting room first. Yeah, go immediately to table 5, okay? Just to keep things interesting, and also because it'll be difficult to copy this over properly, I'm inclined to roll up a random room to start instead. And we'll see exactly how the procedure works going forward. Okay, we're going to use this. All right, first roll. That's a 3, which means 20 by 20 square. And I think everything's measured in feet here. It might be yards, come to think of it, but regardless. And it looks like we have the procedure written down here. Shape, size, exits, context, treasure, and how the ladder is contained, if applicable. All right, first off, let's actually draw the room out. 10, 15, 20 by 20. Okay. Okay, I don't know why it's transparent like that. It's pretty strange. Okay, and this is gonna be the formation. Gonna have the torch boy right here and the 3 mercenaries in the front, keeping our little magic user safe. I see, so it's only the unusual shape where you wore where you roll separately for size. Interesting. Logical. And now for exits, contents, and treasure. Exits. Here we go. Okay. 1d20. All right, 14 is. All right, so we got a couple different options here. 13 to 15. Oh, I see you have a different number of exits depending on how large the room is. So we're going to be right here. So it says 0, but it says check once per 10 feet for secret doors. Right, so 0 come on. Okay, so 0 exits. Check twice on, I think it was number B. Yep, table 5, D footnote. Okay, so we haven't indicated that anything is beyond the wall. I see. So since it's obviously there needs to be an exit, it makes you roll again on this one. So another d20. 17. 17 is the same wall as where we first checked, which is going to be the closer area. So 10 by 10 feet. So we're starting at the bottom left, I think. That's the most logical. All right, so that's going to be where the secret door is. Okay. All right, change on the right side of the wall because I rolled a 17. My bad. All right, so since it's a door, we're going to be using table 2 instead. Okay, doors. And we're going to be rolling this right here. Okay, 16. Another room. Okay. All right, now we just need to determine the room contents and any potential treasure. And if there is treasure, is it guarded? And then we'll do the same for the next room. All right, 1d20. 7, I believe a 7 is empty. Too bad, so sad. Okay, second room size. 10. Rectangular 20 by 30. Oh no, that's for a chamber. The room is 10 by 20. So it's going to be like this. Okay. Good. All right, straight on the exit chart. 10. Again, dang it, man. Getting unlucky at the start. Okay, let's do the direction for the exit. 5. So opposite wall. So entering here, so that's the opposite wall. Now let's determine what it is. Right here, so d20. 16 is, no, we already have opposite direction. So it's a door that's on the opposite wall, or it is in the opposite direction. That doesn't really make any sense. All right, let's do, I'm totally confused, so I'm just gonna have it be right here and just call it, come on. No, I could just draw with freehand. I'd prefer to do that. That's much better. Okay, I'd rather just draw it freehand. All right, with that out of the way, room contents. D20. Okay. Monster and treasure. Okay, now we're actually into something. Now, I haven't really been saying what my guys had been doing, so let's consider that first. All right, I'm going to just naming the rooms like this. So strategically speaking, I think in every room, since the magic user, and I'm not going to give him a name until he survives a few delves, just to be safe. In every room, magic user uses the 10-foot pole to check for traps, to check for traps. And so I'm going to try to do everything that's one round worth of time at the same time in order to be more efficient. torch boy checks for secret door by tapping the floor. Okay. As do the other soldiers. So that can cover how much ground? So it's within a 10 by 10 area actually, so as does one of these soldiers. So actually that's enough to do the entire room. So that's going to be my general, what every guy's going to generally be doing in every room, just so I don't have to keep stating it over and over again. Just like general stuff. When a door is found, I'm going to have one of the soldiers listen as well. And so the chance for listening at a door is relatively low, if I remember correctly, for humans. So just for reference, a round seems to be a minute long, and a segment 6 seconds, and then a turn is 10 minutes. So that means mapping every room is 10 minutes long. That's pretty interesting. As is thoroughly searching a room, which I guess if the room has a bunch of stuff in it, that makes sense. The game assumes you're being extremely thorough, which I like. Back to the index, we're looking for listening. Listening at doors, page 60. There we go. All right, let's see if it's actually here. Surprise. Here we go. No, okay, that's distance. Where's listening? That's page 60, which is here. Hearing noise. Okay, here we go. It's by race. For humans, it's 2 and 10. I mean, 2 and 20. Oh, okay, 10%. Oh, that's really interesting. So, undead are completely silent. That makes them so much more intimidating. I absolutely love that. I'm trying to see how long it takes. I'm just going to guess it takes around. Let's see. But you can have 3 people listen at your typical dungeon door. That's really interesting. All right. Okay, so all my soldiers will listen at the door. And I'm just going to combine it all the odds into one roll, I think. Just for the sake of it being expedient. So that makes so if it's 6 or less, I succeed. Nope, failure. So they hear nothing beyond the door. So they're gonna, I suppose, let's see. No, oops. They are going to move and to open the door. All right, so let's figure out who the monster and treasure are. Table VG. Okay, treasure first. And you roll a D% for this, okay? Which is a D100. Ooh, 99, okay. Magic! Oh, shit. Okay. It just occurred to me, but I could actually listen multiple times in a row. 3 times total, so 2, nope, 3. Okay, so we would hear whatever's on the other side at the last moment. So let's determine what kind of monster is guarding the treasure, though. But first, let's roll the magic items table, which is where? Magic items. Let's see, where does it say? Magic items. Wilderness terrain. Monster encounters. Where are the magic items? It's not one of the appendixes? That's surprising. Nope. Okay. Okay, magic items table, page 120. Okay, moment of truth. 5. I think that's a scroll. No, it's a potion. Okay. So it's not going to be something super duper valuable, but who knows. And Gygax even says this is done in order to keep magic users from totally dominating play. Alright, so parsing charts on the same exact page. So D%. 50. Also, hold on, I need to double check something. So the above is actually a D%, so I did that incorrectly. So, we'll just use that 50. Miscellaneous magic, E3. Okay. All right, and another D100. 64. Horseshoes of Zephyr. Holy shit. Look at this GP value. Oh, damn. Okay. Horseshoes of a Zephyr. And its price is... It's worth... I thought... Oh, that's a GP sale value. Why would there be a separate AXP value and a GP sale value if GP is XP? That doesn't really make any sense. I'm gonna have to figure that out later. EXP 1500, gold value 7500, and I'm gonna be looking up what it does. Okay, horseshoes of Zephyr. These iron shoes can be affixed as a normal horseshoes. They allow a horse to travel without actually touching the ground. So water can be passed over or no tracks made on any sort of ground. The horse is able to move at normal speeds and it will not tire for as long as 12 hours. Continuous riding per day when wearing these magical horseshoes. Also, it occurs to me, I think the reason why the GP sold price is higher is if you decide to sell it. The regular XP value is just for finding it. At least I'm going to make that assumption. So we take two rolls. So I guess with a monster means it has more treasure. So we're going to add 10% to each of the total roll. Oh, come on. I got 62. That's 250 gold pieces per level since we're level 1. It's also going to be 250 GP. Oh, no, wait. No, we're supposed to add 10% to the total of each roll. So that's wrong. That's going to be 72, which is 200 gold pieces per level. Okay, so it doesn't actually... Oh, wait, I was wrong. Okay, it would have been Electrum if it wasn't for the plus 10%. That's really neat. Okay, now, the moment I've been waiting for. What is the monster going to be? I'm pretty sure that's a separate table here. Probably an entire different section. Yeah. So this is a dungeon random monster level determination matrix. All right, let's find that. Here we go. So 174. Okay, so we're on the first level of the dungeon, and we're first level, which means a monster level table which must be consulted is 1 to 16. I don't know what that means. 1 to 16. Oh, I see. Okay, where's level 1? Hold on. Level 2, 3, 5. Dragon subtables. It is Dungeons and Dragons after all. Where's level 1 encounters? Alright, hold on. Loading. Oh, I see. So I roll a d20, and it's one of these first 3. I don't know why he doesn't write it out like that. Really strange. Roll a d20 and reference what level you are on to see what your result takes you to which table. Okay, that makes sense. All right, d20. Moment of truth. Okay. I didn't want to roll high on this one, so it's going to be on table 1 then. Now, if we can only find where table 1 is, then we'll be in business. Okay, I can't find it. It says 174 to 176, but I'm only seeing it for monster level 2. But according to this, there is indeed a table 1, which can be consulted in these pages. Am I just missing it entirely? Is it the scan? I just don't know. Now the issue with using table number 2 is that it's a harder table. And obviously my adventure will end very, very early if I don't find the right table. Strangely, table 1 goes all the way through the different levels. Wait, no, that can't, table 1 can't be dragons. That wouldn't make sense for that chance to be 1 to 16 for that. But yeah, Gary recommends getting a lot of these encounters and stuff ahead of time. But I've seen a solo game that doesn't really check out. Okay, I was able to find it at a random blog. I have no idea why it wasn't there. But regardless, let's roll on the chart. 87. Shrieker. Either 1 or 2. Do I roll a D2 for that? I see, so it wants me to use a D4. Okay, that's fine with me. 4 is 2. Okay, so 2 Shriekers. Let's get the stats from that for the monster manual. Alright, so it's up to 20 XP's worth of Shriekers. That's a 1 or 2. But under here it says number appearing is 2 to 8. Shriekers are normally quiet, mindless fungus that are ambulatory. Oh, it's rare for me to come across a word I don't know. They live in dark places beneath the ground. The 30 feet of movement within them will cause them to emit a piercing shriek, which lasts for 1 to 3 melee rounds. It always has a 50% chance of attracting wandering monsters each round and thereafter. Purple worms and shambling mounds greatly prize Shrieker as food. Okay, that's actually super dangerous. And it has 3 hit dice? Fuck. This is not going to be good, dude. They don't get any attacks, though. I see. So that's interesting. Alright, so let's figure out the number appearing issue first. Also, I'm reminded that one thing I'm missing is there's something called the periodic check. I don't know how often that needs to be done. I'm assuming every turn. Okay, so it's not by number encountered. It's done by level of experience instead. Because their numbers are augmented. Okay, that's a... Okay, so that's good. So it means literally there's 2 Shriekers in the room. Okay, so I'm pretty sure that doors are assumed to be locked by default. Page 97. Good old glossary. Okay. 97 is... 1 higher. Concealed doors, secret doors, D6. All doors are hard to open and hard to keep closed, or open for player characters, while inhabitants of the dungeon find little difficulty in these regards. Okay, so it's just a general thing. Okay, but so it's 1d6 per each person. So, alright, first guy. No, so I got 3 guys, so let's see. So the third guy is able to open the door. Alright, so lighting's on page 102. I'm just making sure because lighting these creatures might cause them to shriek. So I'm going to be checking that first. Okay, here we go, Player's Handbook. Torch is actually 40 radius, and it burns for 6 turns, so we're good. Yeah, okay. So it'll be the entire room. Okay, so the encounter is coming up, so we need to consult the combat procedures. Alright, so first thing we need to determine is surprise, and since I don't have any positive dexterity bonuses and neither does the enemy, it's going to be regular surprise, which is expressed in a 2 in 6 chance. Okay, so 1 for each side. So first for the party, are we surprised? No. And the monsters? No. Since neither side is surprised, we're next determining encounter distance. So it should be d6 plus 4 feet. d6 plus 4. Alright. 5. I think that's feet away. So, since you're supposed to declare what you're supposed to do before the round begins, the creatures will shriek if given the chance, of course. My men at arms. Okay, I'm just trying to think. Because what I could do is I could cast sleep, but the question is, can I do it faster than they would shriek? Let's figure that out. Now, these are non-intelligent creatures, so I don't think they get a reaction roll. So they're just going to behave like the monster manual dictates. Yeah, I think I'm going to try to cast a spell, just so I can know how that works. In that case, the men will just hold the door open, since these creatures can't even attack anyway. I mean, would they know that? I don't know, but they're going to get a little spooked by it, and I'm going to start casting my spell. Alright, first off, stay as I cast sleep. Okay, now, initiative. Okay, for me, no. Oh well, we'll just compare them. Oh, simultaneous initiative. That's going to be a little difficult. So sleep is actually really fast in a casting time of 1 segment. And I need to figure out how simultaneous initiative works before proceeding. Okay, it just says everything happens at once. Let's see how long it takes for them to make the noise, though. Yeah, so what matters is something called the weapon speed factor. But since I'm hitting in segment number 1, that means that I'm going first. Let me double check, though. So they don't even have attacks, though. So the question is, what segment do their shriek happen in? And I honestly don't know. I also don't understand how they can have 3 hit dice if they're on the room 1 chart. That's a little confusing. So 3 plus 1 to 4, or 2 plus 1 to 3. Number affected by sleep fell 1 to 4. Okay. I'm not sure if I'm reading this right, though. Alright, so one of them goes to sleep. They begin shrinking. My other guys are going to charge now that the sleep spell has gone off. So one of the guys goes and slays the other creature. It immediately goes silent. And the other 2... So we need a 13 or better to hit. Okay. Alright, the first guy does hit with a spear, so 1 to 6, so a d6 worth of damage. Now, 1d6, come on. Okay, it continues screeching, and it takes 5 damage. I believe creatures have d8 hit die. Alright, and let me know if I'm getting this wrong. So they have 17 HP, so 12 HP left. Okay, so my strategy for the next round is have my guys charge in and kill it as fast as humanly possible, seeing as it hasn't attacked. So first of all, initiative. Alright, so they win initiative. It continues to shriek. My turn. So a minute, 2 minutes. Yeah, so each round here thereafter. So it's been shrieking for a minute, so 50% chance. Dangerous. So anything under 50? Yep, okay. Attracted wandering monsters. But first, let's see if we can kill it within this round. Okay. So only 1 hits again. But I'm charging, so Okay, times 2, so 10, 15 damage, so 2 HP left. Now, regarding the Wandering Monsters, now, one issue, though, is we haven't really determined any other room, so I'm going to table that for a second and do another round, because they probably can't get here immediately. That wouldn't make any sense. Okay, lost initiative again. The spearmen attack. No. Okay, whatever. Okay. Yep, 2d6 finishes it no matter what, because it has 2 HP left. So we finally kill it and it goes quiet. So Maya's going to order everybody to run into the treasure room and block the doors like so. And then me and the torch boy are going to start gathering up the treasure while the guys keep the doors shut. All right, let's see what they are first. 87 is another shrieker. Okay. And they're wandering? They don't have hands, so they can't open doors. So we're safe. Okay. With that being the case, we first of all, my mage is going to search around the room to make sure nothing is trapped for a minute while everybody is just in there huffing and puffing, and we're going to start collecting the loot. So that's 250 gold and 1 magic item. I need to double check the encumbrance rules to see how that works. So that's up to 350 pounds. So we're able to get it all into one, or no, 2 large sacks, I believe. And so my guys pick up the treasure and they leave the dungeon. Okay, that happened a lot faster than expected. I don't really have enough to have that much of an opinion yet, but I'm exceedingly lucky. That's all I have to say. And we're back for some more AD&D solo. So this time, I'm a lot more organized. We got all the character sheets and information on the virtual tabletop. And I did a lot more research into how combat is done appropriately, so things should run a little bit more smoothly this time. So first thing I'm going to do is buy 7 more heavy foot. I say buy, but I mean hire. And so that ultimately costs 14 for 7 more, and then 56 to outfit them with a spear and leather armor each. Now, according to the rules, you need a sergeant when you have 10 men. So what I'm going to do is try and hire a henchman fighter to be the sergeant for any other men that I hire, essentially. So in order to get the time rules down, you have to create at the very least, you need to create a bit of a town and decide what's in the surrounding area, etc. Since I'm only dealing with the dungeon for now, I'm going to nix a lot of the stuff related to hiring a henchman just so we can move forward. I will, however, determine their base loyalty, which is, so we get plus 20% at 70 already, and I believe my alignment gives a bonus as well. Yeah, lawful good plus 15. So that puts me at 85. And I need to check the racial preferences real quick. So humans prefer other humans, so that's an additional bonus of plus 20. So he's a fanatic automatically. That's pretty ridiculous. No, it says liege though. Let's just go with that. If I did that wrong, let me know. His hiring cost is going to be 100 gold since he's level 1. So I'm going to deduct that from my money as well. And of course I rolled much better for my fighter despite having a 3d6 for stats. So this should be interesting. And I read the rules, and I need to do the scale of this a little differently. Each square is actually 10 feet in AD&D. Also, you can fit 3 men in 1 square, so it's going to be 3, 3, 3, and this fighter's going to have a guy with him, and I'm going to be with the torch boy. Okay, so everybody moves to the next room. If I've already explored it, I don't know if it's less time, but I'm just gonna have 10 minutes pass just to be safe. All right, so we're back in this room. We're going to do, let's see, I already searched the room. So we're gonna have these guys go near the door and listen. So let's do 1d20 and we'll do 2 to 6. Nope. Try again. No. Try again. Yes, okay. Now I need to determine if there's anything in the next room before I continue. So we roll a d20 and see what's beyond the space beyond the door. So with a 19, the space beyond the door is a chamber, so yet another room, so table 5. Let's see. Alright, so another d20 for the chamber size. 7, which is a 40 by 40 square. Okay. Alright, so let's draw that real quick using freehand. Remembering these are 10 by 10 actually, so 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know where I'm supposed to begin the room drawing wise. I'll need to double check that, but for now this is good. All right, now to d20 for contents. 10 is empty. Okay, now we need to determine the number of exits from the room. 5 is, let's see, 2 exits. Okay, finally it's not 0. Let's find out their locations. Okay, interesting. Oh, 20, okay. So that is same wall. What does that mean? Same wall as what? So it's either a secret door or one-way door, or it is in the opposite direction. Gotta roll another d20 for that. 9 is one-way door. Okay, since it's on the same wall, I'm gonna take some liberties and have it be here. Hold on. There we go. Okay, and as for the next one, location 17, right wall. Okay. Now, one thing is that the opposite wall is right here, right? But that's also the right wall. So what does right wall mean in this context? So that would be the same in this case, I think. Okay. Well, in that case. All right, so, oh, crud. So 10 minutes are gonna pass and we're gonna search this new room. All right, so 10-foot pole around the room to look for traps, etc. Listening across both doors and searching around the room. Okay, so we listen at both sides, and if there's something to hear, we'll hear it. All right, let's start off with the space beyond the doors. A 1 and a 19, so that means left door is going to be parallel passage or 10 by 10 room if the door is straight ahead, so parallel passage. Okay, so that means we need to make a periodic check to determine, let's see, so it's a 12, passage turns. Okay, so extends 30 in both directions. Okay, so 30 in both directions. What does it mean by both directions though? Does it mean up and down or left to right? Okay, it's as I thought. 10, 20, 30. Okay, and as for the other one, 17. All right, so that's a room again. Good. Trusty table 5. Let's see, 12 is empty again. A lot of empty rooms. I suppose that's going to be helpful when we're running away from monsters though, so can't complain too much. And the room aren't... Do you have to check if a hallway is empty or not? I wonder about that. Okay, it's empty, but let's see if there's any secret doors. Once per every 10, so that's 3 times. So it's actually 3d6 for it. My bad. So any non-alphas, you only discover it on a 1, so I discovered it. And let's do the location of the door, just so I can draw it on there. 10. Right side. Okay. Okie dokie. Let's check if anything's over there in the hallway. Oh, you have a die for passage width. Let's roll that first. 5. Okay, really? Alright, we gotta go to the room first. Okay, everybody search for a secret door. So it's been 30 minutes, so periodic check. Periodic check means wandering monsters. So looking for the rules on the random encounter, I noticed this. So basically this is just to speed things up. So I'm going to be rolling d12s when I listen at doors from now on. That's a solo only rule. Alright, back here for some more AD&D. And I just learned that regarding movement, when you're retracing your steps, it's 5 times faster, and it's times 10 if you aren't mapping, but I'm going to assume I am mapping. And I'm not sure if I need to buy a guide for that. Probably, but we'll do that next time. So something occurred to me when I was reading the rules, but you know how it's been room to room to room to room here? Well, it occurred to me that exits may not necessarily be doors. I'm not really sure what this means for the context, because you have charts for doors in Appendix A. But you have stuff for like exit location, exit direction, and stuff along those lines. So I think I've been doing it wrong as a consequence. So right from now on, I'm not going to assume that exits are doors, but only doors when they're called the B doors in the table 5C, which is number of exits. Okay, in order to speed things along, I have made a little macro where it basically rolls everything that would be required for a new room, including the potential, you know, if it's an unusual shape, unusual size, if there's treasure in there, and what type of treasure is contained in there. And also the monster. I don't see the need to fully automate it yet. I'm just going to actually look at the charts, which I printed out and put above my computer screen. Okay, so now that that's all taken care of, what I'm going to do is just have my guys move on to the next room, which is empty, if I recall. Let me double check that. And we're going to start generating the proper way for the next room, while I map this room, which is going to take 10 more minutes. Map this room, 10 minutes. Search for traps, listen at door. Is there anything else? So I've been making my per room procedure just to make sure I'm following the rules precisely and that I don't have to constantly talk about it. But basically it's going to be searching for traps, searching for secret doors first, and then listening at the doors, and mapping and casual examination of the room is happening with one character the entire time. This should be the most efficient way based on what I have now. It also occurs to me that I need more 10-foot poles to make this go faster. Since I have enough men, I could have them search different parts of the room with 10-foot poles at the same time. But I'll do that next time. Now with that finally out of the way, and me getting sidetracked several times, because the AD&D rules are so interesting, it's giving me game design ideas as we move on. Okay, so they're going to be opening this door. 3 guys are getting in front of it. I need to figure out how to get that out of the way. Put the open door. Okay, so they succeed immediately on the second try. So the space beyond the door is 14. A room. Okay, so let's roll all the stuff for the room under the room procedure. All right, so we got unusual shape, 25 by 24. I'm not really sure where I'm supposed to start drawing the triangle though. That's the issue. Maybe draw it from where the door is? Yeah, maybe like this. 5, 10. No, so 25 by 20. But it's a triangle. Man, I didn't do that well with geometry, I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. 20 would be 2 squares, and then 25 would be about 2.5 squares. Okay. So the chamber of the room contents is empty, and the exit location is on the opposite wall. So now we need to determine the exit direction to see where it's going. 10 is straight ahead. So let's see how far ahead it goes though. I don't see any charts for passage length, so I'm just going to roll a periodic check to see what's past there. 1, continue straight, and check again in 60. Okay, from that table. Okay. 13 is passage turns. So on table 4, turns is, need to stop doing that. A 4, which is left 90 degrees. Okay. And we're supposed to check again in 30, which is 5. So that's a door. Okay. All right. So I should be able to draw it now. All right. And let's roll for passage width, which is going to be. Okay. Interesting. 8 is 20. Oh, no. 8 is 10. Okay. All right. So in order to keep it to fit on the map, I have to go upwards like this. So left 90 degrees is this way. So I guess it would U on itself. And then after 30 is a door. That's a little confusing. So I'm going to redraw this. Sort of a, yeah. It says after 30 is a door. So draw it like that. All right, so I'm thinking something like this. Got a door here. All right, 3 minutes less at the door. Well, let's do it for 1 minute first. See if we get it. Nope. 2. No, dang. 3. Okay. So 3 minutes at the door, able to hear if anything's beyond. Let's generate the room. Well, first let's see what's beyond the door. 20. And 11 is a room. Okay, I was right. Let me know if you just want me to have the entire room created between my pauses. All right, 17 is rectangular 40-60. Okay, and the room has to be set up kind of like this because of how all the other angles are. So it's a bit strange. All right, so we got 3 exits at 14, 14, and 9, which are right wall, and left wall. Okay? Okay, I'm just gonna mark them like that for now because I don't know if they're doors or something else. So 19 on chamber of room contents is trick or trap. Lovely. Table 7 11 is... Oh, snap. Okay. So it's a 20 by 20 elevator room. Party has entered door directly ahead and is in room. Descends 1 level and will not ascend for 30 turns. Oh shit. That's real bad. So what I'm gonna do is mark trap. Alright, so that's marked trap. Okay, now I made a lot of mistakes, but I've been learning gradually how to do everything appropriately. But I think this is a good place to leave off for the video for now. Thanks for watching.